Hello my fellow oddities and welcome to a new video. This was a super last minute idea. I wanted to upload something tomorrow, or by the time you're watching this, today, I guess. I wanted to upload something, but I kind of realized halfway through that it was stupid and I didn't want to do it anymore. So instead we're doing this super last minute video. It's going to probably feel like a second channel video because I'm just going to be completely unscripted and chaotic. But yeah, we're going to be deciding whether or not each Mortal Kombat timeline should be kept, restarted, or erased. So yeah, we have every Mortal Kombat timeline that's ever existed in the games, in movies, in TV shows, whatever, and we're just going to be deciding which ones we should keep, which ones we should restart. Restarting mean, like, you know, it has a good base, but maybe we should go back and start from the beginning or something like that. And then erase is just, this has no hope for it. So yeah, this is kind of in a weird order, so I think I'm going to reshuffle these to be like in order. All right, and here we go, starting with the original timeline, the one we all know and love. I think we know where this is going to go. Yep, obviously we're keeping it. It's all the games from Mortal Kombat Mythologies, I think would be the start of the timeline, up until Mortal Kombat Armageddon. So, yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say here. I mean, it's the original, it's the classic Mortal Kombat timeline, where, you know, Liu Kang fights against Shang Tsung, beats him, and then beats Shao Kahn twice, and you know, obviously that happens in the newest, not the newest one, but the timeline after the rebooted timeline, the first rebooted timeline. Obviously that happens in that one too. But then he goes on to fight Shinnok, and then he dies, and then you know, Deadly Alliance and the Deception, Armageddon. Yeah, all that stuff happens, and you know, it's the best timeline. Obviously, there's not really much competition. Really, I mean, you know, I know people like the newer timelines, and I think the newest one has a lot of potential, but as far as the Mortal Kombat timeline so far, this one is the only one that feels really like it could be completed, because, you know, it was the only one where the ending was actually supposed to be the end. And, well, either that or they're still ongoing, but yeah. Next we have The Journey Begins. I'm safely going to erase this one. You know, firstly, it's pretty similar to the original timeline. It's basically just a retelling of Mortal Kombat 1, The Journey Begins. So there was not really much reason for it to exist. And it's also awful. So, like, yeah, there's not really much to say there. All right, now we have an interesting one. Mortal Kombat 1995. Obviously, this isn't just the 1995 movie. This also includes Annihilation, Conquest, and Defenders of the Realm. Defenders of the Realm, it's kind of iffy on whether it's canon or not, but I'm going to say it is because I think it just makes sense. And, you know, it started off very, very well. 1995 is a good Mortal Kombat adaptation, and it's a good Mortal Kombat timeline. Is it the main one? No, but not every Mortal Kombat timeline has to be like the main one. It doesn't have to be everything and all everything. Yeah, it doesn't. It can just be like its own separate little thing. And I like that. And I wish this movie series continued in a way that wasn't trash. But unfortunately, basically everything that came after was. But it had a good start. So I think we're gonna put it in restart, where you start with Mortal Kombat 1995, get a good sequel, maybe get a good Conquest, just dump Defenders of the Realm altogether, and, you know, see where you go from there. You know, maybe Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, spawn a whole cinematic universe off of the original 1995 movie. Awesome. Yeah, great. Then we have Shaolin Monks. I mean, this one's an interesting one because a lot of people aren't going to like where I put it, but I'm going to put it in erase, and that's because people are going to be like, you know, oh, Shaolin Monks, that game was awesome. What are you talking about? Erase it. But we're not talking about the game, all right? This is not about the gameplay of any of these. Some of these aren't even games. But I'm talking strictly about the storyline and, like, how events in the timeline progress. And Shaolin Monks sucks, all right? The story in Shaolin Monks is not good. Especially since, like, they try to act like it was canon, but, like, the events in this game directly conflict with literally everything that goes on after. So, yeah, no. Shaolin Monk's story is not good. The characters are not good. I mean, you have like Liu Kang like murdering Jade in front of Katana, which is just insane. But yeah, we're gonna erase that one. Legacy, I think this is another one where you have to erase it. You know, again, it didn't start off well. Legacy as a concept I don't really like, which is why I'm placing it in erase and not restart. But, you know, Legacy 1 wasn't like terrible. It was like mediocre. You know, it was like, okay, whatever, this exists. Legacy Season 2 is offensive to my very existence. So, yeah, the original concept wasn't that great all to begin with. Season 2 just made it even worse. And I think that's kind of unforgivable. You know, 1995, obviously Annihilation was bad, but, you know, it wasn't Legacy Season 2 bad, where it makes me just write off the entire thing. And even that would be the case, even if Legacy Season 1, like, wasn't boring and not that good. Yeah. Next we have the first rebooted timeline, what's it called again? NRS, the first NRS time, the one that Raiden created. Yeah. I think you know, it's between restart and keep for me. You know, you could put it in restart, you know, but I feel like if you restart with MK9, then it's just like, well, technically it starts with Mythologies again, which if you restart it till there, then like you can just like make it go the way that the original timeline went. But no, that's no. The main things people care about with this timeline are the stuff that happens after. So we're gonna be talking about that. You could put it in restart, I guess, if you really like Mortal Kombat 9 and hate MKX and 11. But there's not really many people who love 9 and just despise X11 and whatever comes after. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put it in keep because, you know, I just think you kind of need the whole package. You need 9, it makes X better. X makes 11 better, even though X isn't that great in my opinion on its own, but X makes 11 better. And yeah, I feel like it's just a complete package. You can't really restart it and try and do your own thing because NRS just did its own thing, and I feel like it works for what it is. Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion, or not Scorpion's Revenge, but just Mortal Kombat Legends in general. This one's a weird one. I think technically the timeline is Cage Match, then Scorpion's Revenge, then Battle of the Realms, then Snowblind, which is a very weird series of events for Mortal Kombat. I haven't seen Cage Match or Snowblind, so, you know, this isn't really a fair placing, but I'm gonna go with erase. Because I just feel like this isn't really that necessary. Now, I love what they did with Scorpion in Scorpion's Revenge, but everything else, I'm not really a fan of anything the Legend movies have done. Obviously, like I said, haven't seen Cage Match, haven't seen Snowblind, but that's literally because I didn't really like the first two that much, and I despise the second one, actually. So, yeah, I mean, people are probably going to comment, oh, I'm being unfair because I haven't seen two of the movies. Yeah, I am. But I don't care. That's where I'm putting it at the current state of mind I'm in towards those movies. Then we have the 2021 timeline. I mean, this one literally just started and has one movie, one 2-hour movie. We've only spent 2 hours in this timeline. I feel like we can keep it because the second one's looking good. I think it shows a lot of potential. I don't think it's at restart yet. If the second movie doesn't pan out too good, then I'll definitely put it in restart or consider putting it in restart. If it's bad enough, I'll just erase it entirely. But I think there's a lot of good stuff that could come out of the castings and certain plot elements. But, you know, there's obviously it's a couple of hiccups, you know, with Cole Young and the Arcana and Reiko and stuff like that. But I think it's a good start. I think, you know, it could be a whole lot worse than it was. And I think the sequel is shaping up to be something. All right, you know, we've had a few bumps with the sequel. One major one being Carl Urban. Some other things that concern me a little bit, but I'm a hold out hope that it's going to be a decent little movie and hopefully the best Mortal Kombat movie we've ever seen. And then we have Mortal Kombat 1, the newest timeline. Again, we've only had one piece of media following this timeline. It's very, very new, but from what I've seen, I'm actually considering putting it in restart. I don't know if that's weird, but I don't know. Like, the way that the Mortal Kombat 1 story unfolded, like, it was good at the beginning, but then when it started to go back into, like, the timeline shenanigans and the hourglass and all that stuff, I kind of got disinterested. And, you know, if they continue to, like, keep doing this, like, timeline stuff, which it seems like they're going to with the Havoc thing, whatever they're doing with, like, Titan Havoc, and I'm assuming, like, a story expansion or something like that, I'm not really too interested in where this timeline is going. And so I think I'm going to put Mortal Kombat 1 in restart. I think they had a really good base, like restarting the timeline, adjusting a few of the characters' backstories and stuff. Excellent idea. But the execution was good at the start, but I think it kind of fell off a bit near the end. And so I'm going to say restart, because I'm honestly, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not really at a point where I'm too excited for what's coming next with Mortal Kombat games. Like, yes, I still love Mortal Kombat, obviously, and I'm still going to make videos because I'll always find ideas to talk about these characters and this game franchise and stuff because I just love it. But currently where it's at, like, in the progressing story of the universe, I'm gonna say that I'm not too interested in whatever Mortal Kombat's doing. You know, I'm interested in the sequel to 2021, and, you know, whatever other projects they do. But currently, with the main timeline that's going on right now, you know, obviously I'm still gonna play the games and stuff, and I'm still gonna, you know, keep a watchful eye. But, you know, I haven't really been playing Mortal Kombat 1 that much, and so yeah, I don't know. This video kind of turned into why Mortal Kombat has fell off. But yeah, that's it for this tier list video. Like I said, this is super last minute. It's just completely chaotic, no script or anything. But, you know, hopefully it's a fun little video for you guys. I'm not expecting it to do super well. But yeah, make sure to check out the links in the description to my merch store, my Mortal Kombat Retold podcast, my Twitter, and my Instagram. Also, make sure to give this video a like so more people get to see it. And subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And yeah, that's it for this video, my fellow oddities. I'll see you next time. I promise the next video will be better.